Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see third-year quarterback Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans as they match up with the second-year man Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the... approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Texans offense heading out, and it's Deshaun Watson leading the way, the third-year man out of Clemson. Last year, 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, but the big number for the Texans, he was sacked a league-high 62 times. They'll try to do better in this one. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now, that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game, where that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. 3rd and 2, Watson. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Here's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The first down carry here for Johnson. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. They're playing it.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Ravens now under 12th-year coach John Harbaugh. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Single, slap. Hey, you don't see
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. Again the juke. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man, Marquise Burrell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Gets around him. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Well, in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 77 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Ravens. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. The final shot before the break. Watson, flush to his right. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start with a good one in the NFC South. Carolina playing host to Atlanta. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. DJ Moore, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. D.D. Westbrook, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Danny Amendola, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's been fun to watch run the football. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Des Bryant, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And some room to work. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Johnson on the counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now it's Watson.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here we go with Johnson, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To corral him, he fights through. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Whitney Merciless picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Jackson now. He lets this one fly. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his third touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now Tucker to add the PAT. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul. Penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
This will be taken very short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
And now out comes Houston. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth.
It's caught inside the 25. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Now Watson. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game, they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Throwing is Jackson.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him. And
he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, 34 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.